Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Capital Technology University. We ask at this time that if you have not already done so, to please find a seat, and we also ask if you're able to, in our nice warm summer weather, to please stand for the processional. The processional is led today by Dr. Sandy Antunes, University Marshal, who is carrying the university's ceremonial mace. Entering the tent area next is Dr. Bradford Sims, Capital Technology University's 8th president. Also now entering as part of the platform party is Mr. Harvey Weiss, former chairman of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Helen Barker, vice president for academic affairs.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this academic ceremony. As Marshal of the University, I'm very proud to invite you. I'm glad that the weather held out. Today we are awarding an honorary doctorate. Before we begin, I'd like to make a few announcements. First, as a courtesy to fellow guests, once seated, stay seated so everyone has a good view of the stage and the activities. And as always with a capital event, please silence your cell phones. You may now be seated. I call forward Dr. Bradford L. Sims, President of the University, to bring greetings.
Can you feel the excitement? All right. Good morning and a warm Capital Tech welcome to all of our students, faculty, staff, and friends of the university. Today is a celebration of one man's lifelong work and a new residence hall, which happens to be behind me if you can see it. The awarding of an honorary doctorate degree is only done occasionally. On those occasions, when the honorary doctorate is awarded, it is to recognize the entire body of work of a professional. We recognize his or her performance in their chosen career field and their philanthropic work. Today, we will award the honorary doctorate to an individual who has demonstrated his skill in a career that was spent in the overlap between business and technology. His efforts have supported the forwarding of innovations and shaped companies as they navigated through the digital revolution that has substantially changed the way we all interact with the world around us. I'm most pleased and honored to introduce Harvey Weiss. Mr. Weiss has over 50 years of experience in the technology marketplace, and he's only 60. He has served as an executive within many of the corporations who have led the digital revolution, including Digital Equipment Corporation, Trusted Information Systems, Unisys Public Sector Division, and Global Integrity Corporation. Mr. Weiss has also supported many nonprofits and government entities related to engineering and information technology, including the U.S. Space Foundation, Johns Hopkins University Whiting School of Engineering, and the National Academy of Engineers National Research Council. And of course, Mr. Weiss has supported Capital Technology University with his time and expertise. Harvey joined the board in 1985, the year I graduated high school, and has helped to guide the institution over the years, which included the building of the library, which is in the building back there, the McGowan Academic Center, which is on the other side of campus, and now the completion of Innovator Hall behind us. In 1980, by the way, is when this campus opened. It used to be Beltsville Speedway. Even though the university started in 1927 in DC, it actually moved here and took over the Speedway in 1980. Mr. Weiss has worked with 3 presidents, including myself, and was serving as chairman when I joined Capital Technology University. Mr. Weiss served as the chairman from 2014 through 2018. He has chosen this moment when Capital's momentum is high to step away from the board of trustees and to focus on his family and other interests. I know it's hard to believe there's more interest in Capital, but the Capital community is grateful for his service over the last 33 years and his help in bringing Innovators Hall to its reality today. Before Mr. Weiss shares remarks with you, I am pleased to confer upon him the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, representing his service to Capital Technology University and honoring his career, which includes supporting innovation and technology. I call Dr. Helen Barker, our Chief Academic Officer, to the podium to assist me.
Good morning. Academic hoods evolved from the medieval hoods worn by professors in Europe and later in universities around the world. Hoods are the most expressive component of the academic regalia. Today, hoods communicate the individual's school, degree, and the field of study through their length and the colors of the lining and binding. In the classic tradition, Capital Technology University's hood reflects the school's colors, black and red. The field of the award is designated by the color of the velvet binding, in this case white. The presentation of the academic hood is a powerful, highly symbolic moment. Congratulations for the honor of wearing this hood. Capital Technology University, the Board of Trustees, in pursuance of the authority vested in it by the state of Maryland and on the recommendation of the faculty, hereby confers upon Harvey Weiss the degree of Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters, together with all the honors, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. In witness thereof, the seal of the university and the signature of its officers have been affixed at Laurel, Maryland this month of August 2018.
Please join me in a warm Capital welcome to Dr. Harvey Weiss. All right, so now we're going to allow Dr. Weiss to have a moment with a speech he's prepared for all of us, and I want to congratulate him and thank you for everything you've done for Capital.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sims and Dr. Barker. President Sims, I want to express my appreciation to you, Chairman Land, the Board of Trustees, and to your faculty for selecting me to be the recipient of the honorary degree from this prestigious STEM school. It is my pleasure and privilege to accept this high honor with humility and gratitude. This auspicious occasion will be remembered and forever cherished. I don't think I could feel prouder and more accomplished than I do at this time. I am in my heart accepting this along with my wife Susan, who gave me the necessary support and encouragement to persevere. Adding to my excitement is the attendance of my many family members. My son Stephen and his wife Susan from Massachusetts, my brother Dr. Edgar Weiss from South Carolina, from Rockville, Jonathan and Stephanie, cousin from Philadelphia, Dr. Edwin Gerber and his wife Judy, Robin Weiss and her daughter Jody from Northern Virginia, my wife's sister Carol and her husband Chaz Zaitzoff from Rockville, my sister-in-law Sharon Walter. Having so many friends here today, including my lifelong friend Jim Elkin from Boston, and so many from the neighborhood in Avenel, Bethesda, Potomac, Dewey Beach, Maryland, Northern Virginia, Annapolis, Maryland, in Washington, D.C., makes this an even more exhilarating experience. I also want to let many of my associates know how happy and honored I am to see you come this way on this uplifting occasion. And I want to call out some attention to trustees who have worked alongside of me for many years. John Detra, Kelly Brown, Sandra English, Hayden Land, Elliot Schatzman, and several new trustees over the last couple years. A hearty thank you to all of you who have come this way, this far today. In case you don't know, or suspect, or can't tell, or didn't notice, I have a deep respect for Capital, the institution, and many individuals who I would like to call out. First is Bill Troxler, the Capital Institute of Technology president, who convinced and encouraged me to join the board 33 years ago. My first exposure at that time became clear. It was about the students. When I met the eager students who just finished 2 years of military experience and wanted to know more about electronics, it was clear that we needed to offer an affordable alternative for quality education. And there are two previous chairmen, John Puente and Gabe Batista, who gave me an opportunity to participate as a trustee and chair various committees. Under their leadership, we moved to this campus, added all the buildings you see around us except one, evolved into Capital College, offering 4-year undergraduate and graduate degrees. Every decision and direction were purposely executed to keep tuition down and opportunity high. After all, providing opportunities for those highly motivated, first in their families to go to college, underserved communities is what we all wanted to do. Under our guidance, Capital was and is also designated a military-friendly school dedicated to providing quality education to active and veteran military. And there is Mike Woods, the previous president, who kept Capital positioned at the highest levels of academic accreditation. The last 10 years have been extremely difficult for institutions like ours. Many of our peer organizations were declining in enrollment, while the private financial markets were not very supportive. Fortunately, we maintained excellent academic credentials and certifications. developed and maintained relations with U.S. government entities like NSA, NASA, the National Science Foundation, and maintained satisfactory graduation rates and employment outcomes for graduates. When Gabe retired and I became chairman, we hit the proverbial financial wall. Because of the 2008 financial collapse and recession, bank after bank turned us down to fund and design, develop, and construct our strategically necessary new residence hall. Having already spent over $1 million on architectural designs and engineering drawings, fees, building permits, our dream for a larger community, a larger dormitory, an enriched student environment was turning into a nightmare. With my own propensity of not taking no for an answer, in quietly implementing this institution's motto, either find a way or make one, I solicited the advice of several key persons who are with us this morning to answer a specific question. How do we turn these 52 acres acquired in 1981 into an asset that behaves like a substantial endowment? With the aid, support, and encouragement of Mr. Chuck Schuler, Roger Connolly, David Edgerly, and Mitch Weber, we established alliances with the city, county, state, neighbors, and banks. We knocked down barriers, built a collaborative team with all the necessary parties and disciplines. As chairman, I simply led the process like a conductor leads an orchestra, enabling outstanding professionals to use their skills under the same basic principles that are taught here at Capital Technology University. Think critically, actively, and creatively. And here we are today. As we look to the future, Capital Technology University remains committed to providing students with a quality education and the relevant experience to excel socially and professionally in a changing world. The opportunity afforded me by this institution and my peers to help so many people achieve what they might otherwise have considered impossible remains a valuable life experience. Thank you for sharing this with me, friends, family, Capital community, and associates. I am proud to have been a part of it, and I love this moment in everybody here. Thank you.
So for a few minutes here, the marshal's going to close the academic ceremony. We get to take off these gowns because, believe it or not, it's hot. And then I'll come back and we'll do the ribbon cutting. But first, while we're doing the disrobing back here, I didn't know if you wanted some of your family to come up on stage to get pictures or not. You can do that while we switch over. Or if you don't want to be seen with him, I understand that as well. So, Marshall.
So congratulations to Dr. Weiss. An academic PhD takes 4 to 7 years of schooling. The honorary doctorate that he's received took over 30 years of service. So thank you for your service and for your remarks, and another round of applause to Dr. Weiss. And to his family, it's traditional if you get a doctorate to be called doctor for at least the first year in any context. So bear that in mind. So, as marshal of this university, I declare this academic ceremony to be concluded. It often gets applause. At this time, we academics in regalia will discreetly get rid of our regalia, and then you're all invited to join Dr. Sims for the ribbon cutting ceremony. So we'll do the photo opportunities on the stage and then do the recessional. family members are available for $5 each.
All right, let's get back. The caterer start in 15 minutes. So today marks two special occasions: the awarding of the honorary degree to Dr. Harvey Weiss, and the official opening of Innovators Hall at Capital Technology University. And one that you don't see as well in our building is a new convenience store that's opening up this fall as well. So in just a few moments, you will have an opportunity to see the fruits of our labor of the many people. I think once you have seen the residences, you will agree campus living has changed a great deal since I went to college. Our students will enjoy a facility that is modern and sleek. They actually have granite countertops, and you can access 9 devices per student. That's the way it was sized. I know nobody will be downloading illegal music. But most of all, I hope that they enjoy the community they will live in. What really makes campus living stand apart from living in the surrounding area is the community that exists here. Residents will live with like-minded individuals who are pursuing goals and interests that are similar. At Capital Tech, this typically means living with young people who are passionate about using technology and data to solve the real-world problems that exist in the fields of business, engineering, information sciences, and technology. While Capital Tech is and will be investing in new modes of online education delivery, I'm committed to a campus that is strong and thrives and that looks forward to the future addition of another residence hall on campus. I'm very excited to see the building double the number of residents on campus this fall. And I know that Capital Tech campus will not be the same place it once was. And the residents move in just 2 weeks. I am certain there will be a higher level of vibrancy and activity that will fuel an engaging campus life where students can build the structure for their future management careers that supports their families, our industry, and the great economy of the U.S. The completion of the project required a financial partner, and we are delighted to have worked with the Maryland Economic Development Corporation, also known as MEDCO, so I'll use MEDCO, it's shorter, to build Innovators Hall and look forward to working with them over the next decade to manage Innovators Hall. Additionally, this project required the formation of a foundation, so it's called Capital Technology University Foundation, to facilitate the partnerships between Capital Tech and MEDCO. These partners will support this project for the many years to come. I'd like to take a moment to introduce and recognize a few members of the project team, and I don't know who's here and who's not here, so I'm going to miss a few people, I'm sure. First, the current Board of Trustees, Chairman Hayden Land. He's sitting over here. I believe there is Sandra English. Ana Sol Gutierrez. My namesake, General Earl Sims. Elliot Schatzman. Andre Mendez. Dr. Harvey Weiss. And Kelly Brown. Kelly Brown plays multiple roles. He's the finance chair of the university, and he's also serves as the chairman of the foundation. Next, there's many partners. Like I said, I'm going to forget some of them, but MEDCO. So I think John Janakos is here. Janakos is here. He worked closely with Jeff Wilkie, who couldn't make it. Amy Velch, is she here? No? Oh, wave. Our developer and CM firm, Hefner and Weber, Mitch Weber, who's the partner, he's here somewhere, I saw him. There he is back there. And his man on site, Tim Harmon, I saw it there, he's over there. And I saw Tom Huber, there he's there over there. The construction company is Mannequin. I think they did the other projects in campus over the years as well. A couple people, Don Kaminsky, he's right here. I don't know if Dan Sharp is here. No. Did you sign up for the golf outing? Yeah. Okay. Our architects are Grimm and Parker. There's Bruce over there, Bruce Mongren, and Patty Chen. We have some elected officers in the officials in present. Our state senator, Douglas Peters, who supports our area here. I've been over to his office several times, and he's very supportive of the university. We appreciate that. Mayor of Laurel, Craig Moe, he left, but he was here earlier. Was Fred Smalls here? He's our City of Laurel council member. And then we have some extra special people who worked a lot to help us. Jeff Williams over here. Jeff Williams for Capital Tech is our Senior Vice President of Finance and Administration and Chief Operating Officer, and he also serves the function as President of the Capital Tech University Foundation. So there's so much on there he can't have business cards. I mean, I personally also work with David Edgerly, who's back there, who's been here since the beginning with Harvey. And Harvey mentioned the other folks who participated. So this obviously this project by Mannequin actually finished ahead of schedule by almost 2 months, really, when you think about it. And it's amazing. You can see it's a beautiful building behind me. At this time, several of our honored guests will bring greetings. Jeff, would you like to say something?
Hello. I wanted to thank the folks behind the scenes, and there's quite a few of them. But to paraphrase Thomas Edison, we found 1,000 ways not to build a dormitory, residence hall, pardon me, Melinda. But we did find one way to build one. So the outside partners have been thanked. The Board of Trustees have been thanked. Thank you for having faith in us over the last few years to get this done. Presidential leadership, of course, before financing with Dr. Wood, and then during construction with Dr. Sims. But the folks that actually work here, we had to be able to tell a story to the potential bond buyers that they would believe. And one of the groups that helped that process quite a bit was Diane O'Neill and her team. So we had to be able to give them projections that they would believe, and then as the process went on, that were met. So I want to thank her. I want to thank the admissions group for bringing the kids in. Also the financial aid group for being able to package them and make it affordable. I want to thank the Melinda and Brandy, who have taken this from a building and turned it into a home with the furnishings. They're going to make the kids very comfortable here. So thank you very much, Melinda and Brandy. I want to thank Michael Augustin for being able to turn $1 million worth of new IT infrastructure into the building so the kids will have all that they need from a IT perspective. I want to thank in advance Caesar and his facilities group for being able to go from supporting 120 students on campus to over 200. And lastly, I'd like to thank the faculty and academic leadership, because after all, that's what brings the kids here, and we need them to fill the dorm. So thanks very much.
Next, John from Medco.
Thank you, Dr. Sims. I'll keep my remarks brief. I'd like to thank everyone that Dr. Sims and Mr. Williams just thanked. Check. And I'd like to extend my sincerest and my most sincerest gratitude for having the opportunity to be able to work not just with the design and construction teams here, but the amazing staff at Capital Technology University, which has been an amazing experience. But more so, being able to assist an institution that has such an amazing and incredible mission and drive that you can see in all of the students that are there, and the passion of the teachers, and especially the passion of the administration, has been our sincerest honor. Thank you.
In just a moment, I will ask some of our honored guests to assist me in cutting the ribbon behind me. Immediately following the ribbon cutting, the building will be open to self-guided tours and light refreshments inside the doors there, so the ribbon's holding you back. Please use care moving around the platform up here to enter the building. Light refreshments will be available in the elevator lobby on the first floor in the game room. Self-guided tours will begin in the reception area. You can walk through the refreshment area to the southwest entrance. The tours will allow you to visit one of each type of unit because they're all not the same. Access to the building is limited to the east hallway on the first floor and the north hallway on the second floor. Please use the elevators to access the second floor. And please do not spill drinks all over the rooms because somebody has to. I might have to clean those up. I don't want to. So now is the big moment. So besides me with the scissors, as far as scissor holding, I'd like to request that Jeff and John come up to the ribbon with me. And then representatives of the project, if you would like to come up and surround us. Of course, our chairman, Hayden Land, Dr. Weiss, Mitch, Representatives Mannequin, Graham Parker. Anybody, Harvey, that you think, Dave Edgerly, anybody that you think is important enough that gets this great honor of cutting a ribbon? We only do this once every, 50 years, so